going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So where I left off was trying to figure out what the heck is going on with the bike. It doesn't want to crank over, or the starter doesn't want to crank. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to try to diagnose this. So I need to basically go through the grounds first, because you know that's the easiest thing I can do, because all these cables are stuffed in here. So I'm gonna look at all the grounds, see what's going on with the grounds. Hopefully it's the grounds, because I don't want to mess with these wires anymore. That's why I said, like, if you guys end up doing stuff like this, make sure your wiring is all straight, because you don't want to have to go back into your wiring. So let me work on these ground wires. All right, guys, so have some bad news. I tried to jump the starter solenoid. I jumped the starter solenoid. If you guys end up doing this, just be careful. So I jumped it. I took the positive coming from the battery and I put it on the one going to the starter. The starter cranked over. So this means it has to be something to do with my harness. And it's gonna be only one harness. If you guys have this bike, it's gonna be one main harness, and it's gonna be this one right here, because this is the one that actually basically starts the bike. So it's gonna be this one right here, this plug. So yeah, it's gonna be this wire. So basically now I'm gonna have to take off this same harness that's on the bike and go through it all over, and then put it back on the bike once I know it's, you know, cranking over and stuff. So that's my only problem right now. Hopefully there's no more issues after that, but I gotta figure out why it's not cranking. So I'm gonna have to go backwards, and this is why I say check your wires before you put it, you know, all together. So let me mess around with this wire harness, see what's going on, and I'll be back. All right, guys, so I know for a fact this harness right here, this one that I unplugged, is actually, there's something going on with it. So I have to open it up, trace the wires, see what's going on, or I can just grab this new harness that I bought a while ago. You know, open it up, put the wires where they need to go. I changed some fuses because it kept blowing. So I know there's something going on with this harness. It's probably grounded out somewhere, and I gotta figure why it's grounded out. But this harness right here works perfectly. If I turn on the bike, I switch it on, then I come here. These are my two starter wires, and you'll see she goes to, see, she wants to start. So I know this old harness, there's something going on, so I'm gonna pull it off. Hopefully I can, you know, find what's going on. So let me pull this off, trace these wires, see what's going on, and if I can't fix it, I'm just gonna use this new harness, you know, cut it up, and put the wires where they need to go. So let me figure this out real quick. All right, guys, so I have the new harness here, the old harness here. I'm gonna open up the old one, see what's going on. The old harness has two plugs, so I know there's nothing really wrong with this plug. This plug is mostly for the starter switch, and I believe it's for the like blinkers and stuff, because the orange and the baby blue, I know those are for the blinkers. So, and then they run all the way to the back, which most of them are, you know, the blinkers up front, and that runs to the back. So I'm gonna peel everything apart, separate this from this harness.
A few moments later.
So this is the old harness, and you can see like some spots are not soldered. I'm going to end up I'm not going to use this harness. I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna cut it open. All right, guys. So I know I was gonna use this harness, the new one, but I just ended up using it to like figure out what was going on with this harness, and I believe I found my error. So the green and red wire coming off of the starter relay harness is coming into here, and it's supposed to, instead of this one being on the left side, it's supposed to be on the right side, and then this one is supposed to be going to the other side. So it's all messed up. I'm going to fix this real quick, put it back on the bike. Damn, I popped it. You can see it's popped. So this is frustrating. So yeah, guys, I don't think it's gonna crank. I'm gonna try it, but nothing. So there must be something grounding it out somewhere, and I don't know where. All right, guys, as you saw, instead of 2 fuses popping, it was just only 1. So I'm guessing this one fixed one of the fuses popping. So now I gotta trace the harness with the new one and see what else is messed up or backwards or whatever. So I'm gonna take it off. I don't want to give up yet, so I'm gonna take it off and go through it with the other harness and see what I can find that's messed up. So let me do this real quick and I'll be back.
A few moments later.
Found one more wire that wasn't supposed to be where it was. So it was this black and white wire right here. Instead of being connected to all the rest of the black and white wires, it was connected to, let me see, it was connected right here to this ground. So I'm pretty sure that's the reason why I kept shorting. But so instead of, it came off the harness side, and then this wire, instead of going to this set of wires, it went to this ground, or green wire. So I'm gonna connect it on the bike one last time. Hopefully that fuse doesn't blow. I've already tried this like 5 times. So yeah, let me connect this. All right, guys, so I fixed the problem. It cranks over now, but the safety neutral switch, there's something going on with it. I gotta figure that out. If I go here, you can see it doesn't even read that it's in neutral. So I gotta trace those wires all over again, but I'm gonna show you that it's actually working now. This is the old harness, and watch. So I put the 2 wires together because it's holding the clutch, and it's working. So yep, just gotta figure out what's going on with this, but crisis averted. I just gotta trace these wires, figure out where it's going. Once I see the neutral pop up here, then I know everything's good. All right, guys, there you go. It's in neutral. Got the safety switch wired up. The black wire wasn't making contact, so because earlier, like, I pulled it and I guess it wasn't connected to the soldered thingy, whatever. So now that everything's working, I gotta solder that piece. I'm gonna take the harness off, make a new loom, and then throw it back on the bike. All right, guys, so this is the final result. I have the other harness here. I'm gonna put everything back on the bike, go through it, test it out, make sure it's still, the ignition is working properly. So I'm gonna throw this on the bike and I'll be back in a few seconds.
A few moments later.
Neutral's on, ignition. All right, so it's working. Yeah, guys, make sure you guys check your wires before you put them all together. I wanted to actually have the bike running. I wish I had the bike running, That way I would know if all the wires, you know, are actually still good. So what I should have done before I stripped the bike down and everything, I should have done the harness first and then, you know, taking care of everything else. But this is why I'm doing this, so you guys learn from me. Don't make the same mistakes I make. So if you're doing a harness, make sure you check it before you put it in the wire wrap and put a whole bunch of electrical tape on it. Then you don't have to go back 3 or 4 times. So, all right guys, so I'm gonna end the video here. Give me a like, thumbs up, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. This wiring, man, it was a pain, but hopefully it's all set. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.